What's going on, guys? Messi here and welcome to a brand new video and welcome to your daily dose of transfer content. And today is going to be Saturday the 26th of September. We have confirmed deals to go through as well as the rumours. So just before we get started, if you could do our good stuff by leaving a like rating, press the subscribe button and press the bell notification next to it so you never miss an upload. Yesterday's episode will be down below in the description box, and the current schedule every day at 8 AM UK time, there'll be a new video for you to look forward to. And finally, drop a comment below, I'll try to respond to as many as I can. So first up today, Ligue 1 outfit Monaco have announced the signing of Florentino Luis from Benfica. It's a season-long loan deal and it's cost them about 1.5 million euros to bring him in on a temporary basis. And it's still unclear whether or not they do have the option to buy, though most outlets are swaying towards no option. Bologna have won the race to sign Scottish left-back Aaron Hickey. It's from SPL side Hearts and the transfer fee is about £1.5 million. He's on a 5-year contract and very briefly at the very start of the window he was linked to Bayern Munich. Diego Godin has joined Cagliari on a 3-year contract, that's after completing a free transfer from Inter. Godin was officially unveiled on Thursday night, having committed his future to the club through to 2023. The 34-year-old leaves Inter after just one full season at the club, during which he made 36 appearances in all competitions and he managed to score 2 goals for Antonio Conte's side. Marseille have announced the signing of Brazilian forward Luis Henrique from Tres Passos, and the fee is about 12 million euros. He signed a 5-year deal, that's after spending a 2-year loan spell on loan to Botafogo. Now, I'm not fully sure what club he's joined from because I checked his profile on Transfermarkt and he was on loan from Tres Passos, but then I clicked on that club and there aren't any players currently playing for them. Fabrizio Romano is saying that Sami Khedira is set to leave Juventus on a free transfer. An agreement on the termination of his contract is expected this week, and he was linked to Paris Saint-Germain a couple days ago, and it means that Juve have now let go of Higuain, Matuidi and Khedira all for free in this window. Gazzetta dello Sport are saying that Mario Balotelli's proposed move to Genoa is now at an advanced stage. It is suggested he is likely to sign a 1-year contract, and it also includes the option to extend it by a further year. He was also linked to clubs in the MLS and also at one point River Plate, but instead is staying in the Serie A. West Ham and Aston Villa have registered an interest in signing Chelsea midfielder Ruben Loftus-Cheek. They want to bring him in on a loan deal for the season, that's after he was left out of the squad for their Carabao Cup match against Barnsley. The 24-year-old was said to be frustrated by the decision made by Frank Lampard and is now considering his options, that's after falling down the pecking order at Stamford Bridge. Chelsea of course have been very busy in the transfer window and it means that his game time may be very limited, so a move to West Ham or Aston Villa, it could be best for everyone involved. Lyon are closing in on the signing of Lucas Paqueta from Milan, and this story is from Calcio Mercato. The French outfit are in talks to sign the 23-year-old midfielder on an initial season-long loan, but it does include the option to buy. Paqueta was left out of Milan's 3-2 Europa League qualifying win on Thursday. This is amid the continued speculation over his future. Liverpool are eyeing a potential swoop for Borussia Dortmund wonderkid Giovanni Reyna, and this story is from Bild in Germany. The Reds would like to bring the United States under-17 international to Anfield, but BVB have no plans to sanction his departure. Now Dortmund are preparing to offer Reyna an extension at the club. That's once he's old enough to sign his first professional contract, with his 18th birthday just around the corner. And a kind of crazy thing to think of is that Borussia Dortmund's season opener last weekend against Borussia Mönchengladbach, their first goal was scored by Giovanni Reyna, who is just 17. It was also assisted by Jude Bellingham, who's also only 17, so a combined age of 34 for that goal, which is younger than Cristiano Ronaldo. Nicolas Otamendi is very close to moving back to Porto. Man City is set to accept a loan offer and they'll also be paying half of his wages. The defender is due in Portugal in the coming days, that's to undergo a medical and sign his contract. The story comes from Corriere della Manna. Paris Saint-Germain are showing interest in Inter duo Marcelo Brozovic and Raja Nainggolan, who are both expected to leave the San Siro before October 5th. Nainggolan continues to flirt with the idea of going back to Cagliari, where he spent last season on loan, but Tuttosport mentions the 32-year-old is now being linked with the Ligue 1 giants. The report claims the French champions are also interested in Brozovic, who has been linked with Monaco in recent weeks. RMC Sport report that PSG have approached Chelsea over a loan deal with the option to buy, that's for 27-year-old German international central defender Antonio Rudiger. Chelsea though are currently refusing, that's as they would prefer an outright sale rather than a loan deal, and talks are expected to continue in the coming days. And the article I mentioned yesterday is how Rudiger isn't too happy of being left out of the squad, or not happy at all, and for Chelsea they might try and cash in on him, that's to help fund the move for Declan Rice. Juventus are considering making an offer for Fiorentina's Federico Chiesa, and this according to Italian journalist Alfredo Padula. It's claimed his current side will demand about €60 million, and Juventus' chief Fabio Paratici is said to have met with agent Fali Ramadani, that's to discuss a move. It's not the first time Chiesa has been linked to Juventus, but with us spending a lot of money potentially on Morata, I'd be very surprised to see this happen at this transfer window. And the next story is that Tottenham are now in advanced talks with Napoli, that's over a deal for Milik. The club have offered the striker €4 million per season, and his agent was in London yesterday to talk with Daniel Levy, this according to Tuttosport. Whereas Gianluca Di Marzio does say that Carlo Ancelotti's Everton have now joined the race for the Poland international. He has also been linked to Roma, though that deal looks like it has fallen through now, and just yesterday or a couple days ago, he was linked to both Fulham and Newcastle. Lazio are being linked with Paris Saint-Germain's Julian Draxler, who seems set to lead the French champions in this window. Corriere dello Sport claimed that Lazio, who are now on the verge of closing a deal for Wesley Hoedt from Southampton, they could move for the Paris Saint-Germain playmaker this week. The newspaper reports that PSG have also offered the player to 3 different clubs in Italy, being Inter, Milan and Roma, and the fee they're asking for is €15 million. But the real obstacle for Lazio to bring the German to the club, it would be his current wages. Right now in Paris, he's earning €7 million per season. Monaco are interested in a loan deal for Dele Alli, but as of right now it looks like he will be staying at Tottenham, and the reason for that is because Spurs want to keep him, Daniel Levy wants to keep him, and so does Jose Mourinho. The story comes from Bleacher Report, and PSG apparently have backed out their interest. That's because Dele Alli's wage demands are too high. Gianluca Di Marzio is saying Inter are now lining up a list of replacements for the potential outgoing of Milan Skriniar, who looks close to joining Tottenham. Schalke defender Ozan Kabak, who was previously linked with Liverpool last week, he has emerged as a top target. Schalke don't really want to sell him as he has got a very high ceiling, but maybe a bid of about 25 million, that could tempt them otherwise. Manchester United are once again being linked with RB Leipzig star Dayot Upamecano. With United on the hunt for a new centre-back, Upamecano fits the bill in the eyes of the Old Trafford Chiefs and fans, and speaking this week to Telefer, the 21-year-old dropped a hint over his future. The quotes do say, "For the moment I am with Leipzig, but that is true that I was able to discuss with certain clubs. As I said, for now I am focused on Leipzig, and I'll continue to play for Leipzig, and then we'll see. You never know what can happen in a football season." Now, because he did sign a new contract recently, it does mean his move to Manchester United, or a potential move shall I say, it probably wouldn't happen this year. Maybe 2021 though, they could start putting the things in place to make that move happen. Lyon star Houssem Aouar is ready to make a move to Arsenal, and this story is from The Independent. The Frenchman is waiting on the Gunners to piece together a transfer package that allows him to head to the Emirates Stadium. But Lyon's president Jean-Michel Aulas was speaking to Le Progrès and discussing Houssem Aouar's future. He does say the following: "Financially, Arsenal are like everyone else, in a tricky spot, and Houssem could say to himself that the best thing would be to stay with us." Fabrizio Romano is saying that Atletico Madrid are not going to negotiate with Arsenal, that's for their star midfielder Thomas Partey. They're still convinced he's going to stay for this season. Arsenal essentially need to activate his release clause of £45 million, that's for a deal to have any chance of happening. And as for Lucas Torreira, he has not been 100% agreed just yet, because Arsenal want a permanent deal, but Atletico would rather a loan, and they still need to sell Hector Herrera first. The Daily Mirror are saying that Manchester United will make a £90 million bid for Jadon Sancho, and the sum will be £75 million up front, plus £15 million in add-ons. Ed Woodward will inform Dortmund that this is a take it or leave it offer, and there will be no negotiating over a fee. And my guess is that Dortmund will leave it. Dortmund still want £108 million, and it's still quite a way off their valuation. They want £108 million up front, not just 75. Atletico Madrid have offered Edinson Cavani a one-year contract, and it also includes the option of a further 12 months. This story is from Goal.com. The offer comes days after Atletico completed a deal to sign Luis Suarez from Barca, and that was for a €6 million fee. And now they are looking to bring his Uruguay international teammate to the Wanda Metropolitano. They tried signing him in the January window, but PSG weren't willing to let him go early. But there is still one major hurdle in the way of the deal. That hurdle is in the name of Diego Costa. Atletico must sell the striker first before they sign Cavani, because they can't afford the wages of all three forwards. Next up, we have got a story which comes from Record in Portugal, but also Fabrizio Romano. So they said Man City are now in talks to sign Ruben DIAS from Benfica. It's in a deal worth about 55 to 65 million, with Nicolas Otamendi going the opposite direction. And this was the same offer they put towards Sevilla for Koundé, but the Spanish side decided to reject it. Now, I mentioned Otamendi to Porto earlier, so if this goes through, of course that wouldn't happen. But yeah, Ruben DIAS, a very good defender. I'm actually surprised he hasn't moved on from Benfica sooner. But that, guys, is going to be it for this video. So if you could do that good stuff by leaving a like rating, press the subscribe button, and press the bell notification next to it so you never miss an upload. Yesterday's episode will be down below in the description box, and the current schedule every day at 8 AM UK time, there'll be a new video for you to look forward to. So thank you for watching, I'll see you next time.